Hey everybody, y'all ready for a bug out bag giveaway? Well, this is the video you learn how to enter. It's gonna be one killer survival bug out bag dump, but the big difference here to the other videos y'all see, you can win this one. It's a beautiful morning. That wonderfully chilly time of year again. Got my J&J True Outdoor Adventures hoodie on. Now let's talk about this bug out bag giveaway, and you can enter to win. Sorry, I hate to keep pointing at y'all, that's rude. So y'all grab you a cup of coffee or your favoriteest beverage. Oh, goozle fire. Kick up your feet, relax, and let's do this thing. Y'all want to? Come on. Now, this bug out bag giveaway has, as the kids would say, taken a minute. And no, the blue tick's not part of the giveaway. Hey, Kopi. And my baby. Yeah. All right, folks, here it is. The rules, the way you enter for the bug out bag is super duper simple. See, I didn't build this bag by myself. I had a lot of contributors. I had other YouTube channels. They subscribe or they donated to the bag, and I had subscribers donate the bag. I had a guy I work with actually donate the bag itself. While I can't really shout out subscribers and somebody I work with, I can say thank you very, very much. If you notice, my hat's crooked and all bent up. This is the one that stays in my hunting backpack. Yeah, it gets all fine. It's orange, keeps you from getting pee-peed. All you have to do to win this bag is really, really, really simple. I'm going to list all of the channels that donated to this bag in the description, okay? You go to those channels one by one, and they'll have a short on their channel that says bug out bag giveaway. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel, like the short, and leave a comment. Any comment. You can say, I picked my nose this morning, whatever. It would be nice if it goes along with their short. Last week, 7 days ago, I made a video, and I have contacted several people, and I gave them a mention. I shouted them out on the video, and everybody that donated. The ones that I could get in contact with, I had their cell phone number or their email. I've contacted them and asked them to make a short in case they didn't see the video. There's not much beyond that I can do, except right here, right now. This is going to be the last time. If you guys donated this bag, make a short with bug out bag giveaway in the title. Then people can, comment and everything. And yeah. But all the same names will be shouted out in this one, and you'll get mentions in this one, so everybody knows what's going on, okay? Now, as far as entering to win this, you go to each one of these channels, you like, subscribe, and comment. Comment on their short. And I suggest you comment on some other stuff too, because these are some really dope channels. I will this week be checking each channel. Okay, I'm going to do it on Friday. So this is Sunday, October 20th. You have until Friday, October 25th, to go comment, like, and subscribe on this bug out bag short they put up. These channels, as I said, will be linked in the description. This is where it's cool, because you don't get one entry per person. If you comment on one of these videos, you get one entry. If you comment on everybody's channel and you like, subscribe, and comment, you're going to get an entry for each one of those. Yeah. I think this is about as easy to understand as possible, but I will go over it again here in a minute. But first, I want to show you the contents of the bug out bag. I'm going to show you the contents. I may mention some names who donated something along the way. I don't know. But my goal is not to say, oh, so-and-so donated this, and because that's going to take forever. Just rest assured that everybody involved with this video donated to this bag. Here we go. First thing I'd like to point out is this little orange carabiner. It has a little multi-style box knot and snake knot lanyard, blah, blah, blah on it, and orange duct tape. It also has a ferro rod that strikes really hot with orange duct tape and the reflective specks in the, paracord. Everything here can be used for starting a fire, even the crock. But I would suggest you make this a last resort because this thing's cute. We have these twisty doohickey thingamabobber jigger bahookies. Yeah, I bought some of these. They're made by Night Eyes, and I had Sean at Watch City Knives send me some that's made by Night Eyes. The Night Eyes ones are pretty darn expensive. I get these in a 4-pack at Tractor Supply for like $3. When you're strapping your bag, if you have extension cords and you want to wrap anything you want to organize, these things are awesome. They go where you put them. You twist them a lot, however you want to do it. That's that. Then we have, this was a little bit of an undertaking, the Meg kit. Meg kit, IFAC, however you want to refer to it. I bought the Meg kit bag with the cool little first aid morale patch on it. And it was a pretty good deal, but about 75% of the stuff in it was useless, sucked, and was, well, cheap. We did quite a bit of upgrading. We'll go through it quickly because I can't stop and get in depth with everything, or this is going to take 10 hours. First, the Meg kit unzips all the way around so that you can flip it down and instantly get to what you need. One of the things I upgraded to, this is an official real deal Israeli bandage. And this thing is 6 inches wide and really long, and let's hope you never have to use it, but if you do, it's here. Then we also have a super real deal cat tourniquet, and this was donated by Aaron at 865 Knives. I know I said I wasn't gonna call everybody out, but he had a big part of this because I couldn't find anything but the cheap ones that were halfway affordable. But this is awesome. Or a couple of packages of the stop bleed. This is the same stop bleed they're issuing to the military now. You rip the top off, pour it on a wound, wrap it, and it helps to stop hemorrhaging. Then I bought this. It was another kit that thankfully it fit in here, and it's all sealed, so there's no germs and crap on everything. And it comes with a lot of stuff. Several triangular bandages, all kinds of tape, gauze, scissors, all kinds of stuff in here. I suggest always keeping your bug out bag with you in your car, wherever you happen to be. And keep this lashed to the outside. It has molly strips and very strong snaps it attaches to the molly webbing on the bag. And you always have it on the outside of the bag so you don't have to dig for it, you know.
Where did I put that bag-gum first aid kit?
Seriously, keep your first aid kit where it's the first thing you can get to, because it could be a car accident or anything where you need to grab something. You could save somebody's life, you know. Moving right along. Next up is water, and I have all that stored in a blue gecko bag. Yeah. The Sawyer bottle was my choice on this one because it's so versatile. You've got a receptacle to store your water in when you find water, and there's a filter inside of it to filter that water. That filter is the standard Sawyer filter, and yeah, you just have it down in your bottle and it filters water as you suck through the straw, that straw, and you can screw it on the end of any soft drink bottle or water bottle and fill your water bottle up with dirty water, and boop. I'd suggest you cover the hole up with a piece of gauze or something when you put water in there out of a creek or something, so you get all the massive particulates out of it so you don't clog your filter up. I've also included 3 packages of liquid IV. You just dump this in a bottle of water. because if you get in a situation where you're drinking tons of water and maybe too much water, you flush the electrolyte side of your system, and this puts them back. A lot of electrolytes control very important things like it regulates your heartbeat and stuff. So on the water side, you might want to add other stuff. You can add a life straw. You can get the little tablets that you treat water with and everything. The purpose here is a survival bug out bag. It's not a setting up housekeeping bag. So I didn't put a whole bunch of different kinds of stuff like that in here because everybody has an opinion. And yeah. Next up is fire. And I have it in a red gecko dry bag, because it's fire. This bag, there'll be several things. There's a bunch of Bic lighters, 4 Bic lighters a total. Different pockets had different things in it. Multiple ways to start a fire, because as the prepper survivalist saying goes, 1 is none and 2 is 1. So yeah, you always got something. The very first thing is there's a wax canvas drawstring bag in here with a little fire kit. Got some kindling here, dried kindling, some duct tape rolled up. More on this later. And inside is one of those Bics I was telling you about with orange duct tape and some of that orange reflective paracord. And there's some Strike Anywhere matches. Inside the tin, we also have fat wood harvested out of my woods. One of those really awesome. It's a good size too. It's not one of these teeny tiny things. These are great ferro rods. They strike super hot. More orange duct tape. You can start a fire with duct tape. And these, I got this from Mr. Mickey at Hillbilly Ridge Outdoors. I was taking these cotton rounds that women use to take makeup off with, and I was just soaking them in just plain Jane old wax. And they work pretty good, but he put up a video about soaking them in wax and lamp fuel. So I did that, and they're a whole lot better. They burn 5 times longer. So thanks for the idea, Mickey. This ain't the only thing Mickey contributed to this. And I included a couple of these storm-proof bushcraft matches that I make. These are also impregnated with wax and lantern fuel. And they are dope. We have jute twine, which is a really good fire starter. You can take this stuff, twist it up, and make a bird nest out of it. Yeah. A couple of cotton balls here soaked in Vaseline. And a Fresnel lens in the bottom that fit perfect in this little tin. And it's basically a little flexible magnifying glass you can use the sun to start a fire. Another little thing on the cigarette lighters, the Bic lighters, I like to use the mini Bics because they're smaller, and you might think that's counterintuitive, but you'll get tons of strikes and fires out of that, and it takes up a lot less area, and you can store more stuff in here. Just a little food for thought. I had to peel the hoodie. I was about to burn up. It's getting hot out here. About the duct tape. The duct tape you can roll off a little piece of this and wad it up and start a fire, and it'll burn long enough to get you tinder burning. You can use it to patch your equipment, a tent, your backpack, whatever the case may be. The main reason for this, and orange, visibility. In most survival situations, if you're lost or something, your goal is to be found. That may not always be the case. So I've tried to leave everything in the bag, including the bag itself, kind of neutral along that. But there are ways that you can be found. Talking to a fellow who likes to use the orange marker ribbon, like lumber companies use when they're cutting trees and everything. Deer hunters use it to mark trails and all. That's great. But if you get off in the woods and you see a piece of marker ribbon, you don't think nothing about it, because if you live anywhere like where I live, there's marker ribbons everywhere. If you happen to walk through the woods and you see this hanging there, you'll be like, what the heck? This is that orange paracord with the reflective strips, and you can just see just the sunlight, how well it reflects. See when I cover it up, when I uncover it? And at night with a flashlight shine on it, it sticks out like a sore thumb. And at the end, you can put a little piece of this orange duct tape on the end of it down here, and you can help and this is just for an example. Lost, I turned left at the creek, and your name. However you want to do it. The point is, you know, if there's people out looking for you, hey, we're looking for Fred Jones, and he was in this area, don't know where he's at, and they run across this, oh, man, it's got Fred Jones' name on it. He's lost, and he said he went down here to the creek and turned left. That's the way we need to go. That's the way my brain works. Do it however you want to do it. Some of y'all might think I'm all crazy, but continuing with the fire thing, this is 2 of those little Kingsford fire starter rolls. You can open this up. You can cut this into like 4 pieces if you want to, each one of them. And you can strike it with a ferro rod and it'll blaze up faster than you ever seen in your life, and they burn for quite a while. And also, there are more cotton balls in here soaked in Vaseline. And I have 2 4-hour survival candles. If you're trying to start a fire and if you can get the candle to light, it buys you a lot of time and a lot less strikes and waste on your big lighters or ferro rods. I like to keep all this stuff in a Ziploc bag. I'm going to seal this one back up after I put the stuff back in. Who wins this can do it how you want to, but if it were me, this wax canvas bag, you can pull the strings tight, clip them onto each other, drop this down in you. You can drop it down in a cargo bag of your pants or in your back pocket or something, and you'll have this on you. As a side note, I'm including one of these bags that I build the personal miniature survival kits in. You can drop it in here along with a knife and some other stuff. Yeah. You'll wind up with something that looks kind of like this. Put your fire kit in there. Then to the fire kit, I'm going to add an awesome Kershaw iridium. This thing is scary sharp. Yep, add that. Old Billy and them over Apex Alchemy, they stepped up with this. There you have your knife and your fire kit, and you just keep building on this thing to suit what you want. We're gonna have an update to the water. Every one of my family and my bug out bags, we have 2 life straws and a Sawyer filter and all. Because remember, 1 is none, 2 is 1. I included 1 is none with the Sawyer. It's still the best option by means, you know. But I'm also going to throw a life straw in there. I got to look in and I had a couple of extras in my little kitty in there. So you got more options for water. And this is still fully sealed. Let me tell you about the sealing and the packaging. None of the food, water stuff, none of that stuff has been used at all. The reason a lot of stuff like the Sawyer bottle is open, it came in a bulky box, and I can't fit all that stuff into this bug out bag. And I want everything to go in the bag. I'm going to put the bag in a box, and whoever wins it, there you go. The fire, there's going to be multiple ways to start a fire in this bag. Here's another one. This is a bag of goodies sent by Legion Tactical. And you have another ferro rod in here. And there's the ferro rod setup. These are cool little setups. You can throw that around your neck, and you always got it with you. And there is the striker, a really heavy duty striker, I might add, with sharp edges on it, which is great. And as you can tell, I tried this out a couple of times, and yeah, she's hot. That's a good ferro rod. This is a Work Tough Gear setup, and yeah, it's part of Legion Tactical's donation. The knife he sent is a Neb Foss, and you need to go over to Legion Tactical's YouTube channel and check out his review on this. You can baton with it. This is a tough, sharp knife. With some good looking crocs, ain't they? This has one of the heavy duty, non-crushable, well, I mean, I guess you could crush it if you tried. Really good nylon sheaths. Yeah. You got a seatbelt strap cutter, window breaker, or glass breaker. And look, oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, I tried this out with some light use on some wood. That's a dandy knife. Go check Legion Tactical's video on this out. It's dope. While we're on the subject of knives and knife donations, let's get the rest of it out. When I first came up with this idea, and I did this, I said, yeah, let's support community and let's get some people with outdoorsy stuff and bushcraft and survival content and all. Let's get them together with the knife community and the hunting community and the hiking community and everything. So that's how this came apart. We will build all the channels and intermingle everybody, create one big community. First person to step up was Scab at Choir Boys Outdoors. He's always the first person to volunteer to help out. And he has some twisted 1/4 pound tarred bank line. This is the good stuff, the big stuff. And a roll of paracord. This is kind of a, if you look at it in the light, it kind of glows, not glows, it's real metallic-y looking. That's really cool. Just look at this. This is one of the things that's going to make whoever wins this very lucky. There she is. Yep. And this is a Scab approved knife. He has done hard use reviews and whatnot on his channel with these. And oh my goodness, they are dope. And I just had a truck pass by. We're going to roll with it. First, the sheath is a cadet sheath, very well done, great retention with a tech lock on it. And it fits on your belt. I've tried it on, it's great. And inside it is a colonial knife and tool, work of art. This knife is, I forgot the model number, CE 100, and it is designed by Abe Elias. And this is a flat, get her done beauty. You might think it's a little crazy, but I have these in my bug out bag, and I wanted to put them in this one. It's Orion signal flares. These things in wet conditions are awesome at starting a fire. You can protect yourself against wild animals with them. You can use them as signal, all kind of stuff. And there's going to be 2 of these in there, and I got to go see why my hound dog's going crazy. You may or may not have seen this. I did a video on this. This is the K-Bar backpack caster. It's a survival fishing setup. And I'm including one of these in there, and I'm including the gear to go with it. This is all your hooks. I got a few beetle spins in here, all kind of different stuff, sinkers, and you can configure it however you want it. The thing I didn't include with this stuff was line, because some people love monofilament. Some people, hey, you need to use braid, something, so I didn't include any of that. You put that on there and configure all this however you want it. And speaking of knives, Clark Kentucky Knives sent this. Got a little mess kit, like a little P38 end on a spoon or spork. A cool knife and lanyard. Marbles Camp knife. That's dope. And it's going in the bag. So I can include packaging like this because it's flat and don't take up a lot of space. You know what I was saying about fire? 1 is none, 2 is 1. This is a butane. Oh yeah. A butane torch. Rechargeable. This thing's dope. I'm gonna have to get one of these. It's going in the bag. Orange reflective paracord I use so much for wrapping knife handles and sheaths and all kinds of stuff. I keep them for that. If you want to find yourself, if you want to be found, and if you've ever camped in the woods at night, you're going around looking for firewood and all, and you turn around, you're like, where was my camp out? You put a piece of that around a tree right where your camp's at. You got a flashlight. Oh, there's where I'm at. And it's generally helpful. Cut off little pieces of this and tie them on twigs as you walk through the woods to mark your path. On your way back, your flashlight catches it. You can follow that. And plus, it's orange. And it works really great. This is like combining marker ribbon with paracord, something useful, and those night eyes, that is reflective things. So yeah, there's a roll of this in there. In the bag. Some of you might not like these, but there's knives in here and you got to keep them sharp. Well, in the field, you're not going to have a whole sharpening system out there. That'd be kind of stupid. Take up a ton of room and everything. I have found these work great. Little Smoky Mountain Knife Works knife sharpener, and I tried these out. I carried a phone conversation, and see where I've been using it, with Mike's Life, and they work great. I sharpened several knives with it before I decided to put it in here. The coarse side is a round diamond hone sticks, and the other side is ceramic, and they are at a perfect angle. So there's something if you need to dress up knife blades. Going in the bag. Got food. what do you do about food? I don't know what you do about food. What do you do? Everybody likes what they like. And if you look at the best survival food for a bug out bag and yada, 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 there's a billion different discussions on it. Well, I decided to keep it simple. It is in an orange dry bag. You may want to add to these. You may not like Mountain House meals. You might like cans of Spam in your stuff. I don't know. But I got one of these because this is my favorite, the chili mac with beef Mountain House meals. And I put one of these in there. Whoop. And I put 2 bags of survival tabs. Let me tell you quickly about this. These were designed by the space, or for the space program, in case astronauts and all get stuck in space to keep them alive. It has tons of vitamins and nutrients and proteins and all kinds of stuff in them. And each one of these is a 2-day supply. It's chocolate, one is vanilla flavored. And yeah, you just chomp on one of these every hour or so. And I've tried them out deer hunting the year before last. And I spent a day and a half with nothing but these. Never got hungry, never lost any energy. So it's a survival food, okay? This is not Roost Crisp ribeye steaks. But a 25-year shelf life, non-GMO, gluten-free, yada, 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 yada. Made in America. I'll put this up here if you'd like to learn more about these. They're not expensive. You can order them on Amazon, a bunch of different places. You can screenshot this and read all about it. All right, better screenshot it. Hurry, it's over. I like to make wax canvas bags to keep stuff in, like the fire kit I showed you. And I'm going to include 2 tins and 2 canvas drawstring bags. You can do what you want to do with it. Make your own stuff. Figure something out, you know. I know somebody out there is probably saying, ooh, what do I do for flashlights and lights and stuff? Good question. Start with the best flashlight that I have ever owned. This one right here was sent by Brian's Knives. Now I've got it packaged up and everything. I'm going to take it out of the bag. Brian's Knives sent this one for the bug out bag giveaway. And I got to looking at it and everything, and I liked it so much, I had to order one. So I got my own. Best freaking flashlight I've ever owned. And when you use it, it's got a work light and a super bright floodlight. And when you use it and turn it off, this white ring here glows bright green, glow in the dark for like a while. Clean it into the bag. Yep. Now these headlamps, I love these headlamps. I use them for hunting. And I bought a pack of 2. It's a 2-pack. I got one out for hunting and said, well, I'm gonna put one. It's a headlamp. It's a Bushnell headlamp, rechargeable, mega bright. It's got a spot button and a flood button. You know, there's times, you know, you need both your hands. You know, you're building a fire, gathering wood or something. You just pop it. I'm gonna put it on my head. That'd be nasty. And you know, into the bag. Also, on the light thing, a lot of people don't like these, don't like the idea, think they're useless. I think they're very useful. It's a 2-pack of the large glow sticks, the fat ones. And these things burn for, it's either 8 or 10 hours. Hang on. It says they glow for 8 to 10 hours. Who would think it? Yep. No, you might need something like this. You can hang it in the woods over your camp, you know, if you want people to find you, or a million purposes for this. I have them in my bug out bag too, along with the signal flares and stuff. That's some good stuff. And going into the bag, you need some hankies, some booger blankets. This is a standard blue bandana. Handy item. You know, you come in handy for a lot of stuff. You use your pumpkin. You know, to the bag. Y'all notice this thing's getting full. Another one I wanted to show y'all. And I put this in a Ziploc bag because I didn't want it to get dirty. But this was also sent by Brian's Knives. And if I didn't call your name out with what you donated, I apologize. I'm just trying to go quick with this and get it done. But check this out. The bandana is covered with instructions on how to tie all kinds of knots. Yeah. I would show y'all more of it, but like I say, I got it in a Ziploc bag because I don't want to get it dirty. Here's the bag. You'll notice I still have the food bag out. Yep. Oop, that's mine. It's because of this. These are some really dope little alcohol stoves. You can fill this thing full of rubbing alcohol. I like to use the 91 alcohol. And you can actually use hand sanitizer in them too. It just don't burn quite as hot. Comes with a nice little pull string carry case. And this is going into this. Just dawned on me, there's also a little stainless steel camp cup with the folding ring handles on it that's in the bottom of that. And yeah, it kind of goes with this, but y'all get the point. This is taking forever and a month to film, so just in there. Yep. Somebody out there has been wondering, hey, what do we do at night when we gotta sleep and stuff? Come on, man, help us out. Well, that is perhaps one of the most wide-ranging ideas of what needs to go in one of these bags. Oh, you need a tarp and a ridge line and a this and a that and a that and a this. No, you don't. You need a, so we went basic. But there's a means in here of keeping yourself dry and out of the elements. There's one of these in there. It's a life tent. It's a Mylar heavy duty. If you get one of these, get the life tent brand with the skull on the end of it. Remember that. Daggum. What did I get on there? It's brand new. Get the one that says life tent with the skull. The reason I say that is I've tested several of these, and if you get just the plain old survival, blah, 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 the little tube tent things, that's kind of what this is, but this thing is a lot more durable, strong. It's tough, and it'll last you many, many setups if you take care of it. Go along with that, you can wrap up in this thing. Like right now, it's cool at night, warm in the day. You need to change your bug out bag, maybe have 2 bug out bags, depending on the seasons. You got to think about this stuff more than once, But this is an Ozark Trail. It's like a little miniature flat sleeping bag. It's a hammock liner. And as you can tell by the diagram on there that, yeah, you just roll up in this like a burrito and it's soft. And unless it gets really cold, it's pretty warm. On a 40, 50 degree night, inside that Mylar tent, you'll be snug as a bug in a rug. Into the bag. Yeah, we're going to have to rearrange this stuff to get it all fit. Just got a few outliers here I'm going to show y'all. One is a Mylar emergency blanket. Kind of goes in, with the Mylar tube tent thing. Life tent. Remember, life tent with the skull on it. Get that one. Here's the bag. These little emergency ponchos are the stuff. They keep your butt dry. You can improvise a shelter with them. Or you can spread these out between limbs and stuff, and you can catch the dew and rainwater. And you got clean rainwater. I hear a lot of people talk about, hey, you can use a tarp to catch rainwater. Well, that tarp's got a bunch of dyes and stuff on it. And I put out a green tarp and caught rainwater, and it works. If you want to drink green water, 89 cents, Walmart. There's 2 or 3 of these in here. Into the bag. Of course, you got to have some zip ties, making a shelter. If you want to do some, put some sticks together. And a lot of different uses for these. And rubber bands, I'm a rubber band freak. Rubber bands have more uses. Yeah, don't overlook rubber bands. Get in there, come on. Probably should have been with the knife section, but this is more than a knife. Stanley. Be cool if whoever won it's named Stanley. They'd have their name on it. Sleep on Stanley multi-tools. These things are great. Got a lot of uses, a lot of implements, screwdrivers, can openers, awls, pliers, wire cutters, saw. Saw on these things is great too, by the way.
Guessed it. She's going bye-bye to a lucky winner.
Another thing I like in all my bags, hunting bags, bug out bags, whatever, these little straps with the little friction buckles on them. These things are all together firewood. Tote a big blob of firewood back to camp just by holding a string. You can tie stuff together with it, tie stuff down with it. You can tie stuff to your backpack with it. These things are super handy. This one's made by Muddy. Into the bag. Yeah, y'all can straighten all this out, whoever wins it, and situate it the way you want to. I'm putting in an orange paint pen. You might need to leave messages, might need to write on a tree, help, I went this way, something like that. Yeah, this is very, very handy. I have a squirrel, like, let me show you. He's right there, and he's raising Cain at me. He's probably about 15, 20 feet from me, and he won't shut up. And maybe go along with a fishing, I don't know. I've got 2 snare kits here for catching small game, squirrels and rabbits and things. I'm gonna throw it in the backpack too. Yeah, snared. Squirrel dumplings. The rest of this is gonna be done with a squirrel in the background. Yep. Orange paint pen into the bag. Oh, it hadn't been opened, by the way. It's still sealed. I wouldn't put it in here and risk that coming apart and everything. Even though it is orange, it would be pretty. Going in the bag. I fully expect whoever wins this to make changes and do it the way they want it. There might be some stuff here you don't want to use. There might just be stuff you want to add. And if you pack it right, unlike what I just did, making a silly video, dropping stuff in, if you pack it right, you can get a lot more stuff in here. So I'm including a bunch of these. I think there's 7, all to 6, something like that, of these dry bags. Yeah. These are not the Gecko brand, but some of them are 3.5 liter. I think the blue one is like 8 liter. And they are good for a lot of stuff. And I buy these off eBay and Amazon in bulk. Really, really cheap. And guess what? They are just as good as the Gecko brand and like 1/10 the price. Dry bags. Get a bunch of them, y'all. Went in. Yeah. Y'all know as well as I do, if y'all ever done much time camping and stuff, after a couple of days, you start getting kind of nasty. You know, might start growing some of that Famunda cheese. I probably should have said that. Should I cut it out of here? Nah, I'm gonna leave it. I'll explain what it is. That part will be ugly. It's nice to clean up every now and then. So I got some of these tag washcloths. These things are really cool. I got these on clearance, as a matter of fact, and they're still very moist, and yeah. But it's nice to be able to clean up, and if there's people around you, they'd be glad you'd use them too. Plus, it's good for hygiene, good for your health to stay as clean as you can. So you know what? I kept in a notebook who contributed to this, because some of my packaging had the names right on it, some of it didn't. So I'm glad I kept up with that stuff, because I forgot who sent half of it. I apologize. But you're all going to get shouted out equally. And this is one right here. I can't remember who sent it. But after I got it, I started searching for them. I found one, and I've got one, and I'm going to be doing a hard review on it because it's built like a brick poo-poo house. With bug out survival and camping be without a camp shovel. And a compass. And it's a compass that's pretty doggone accurate, because directly behind me is north. Use it like this. You can use it like this. Look, it even has a bottle opener on it. Wonder what the heck that's about. If you've ever been camping, you set up a tent, maybe you're sleeping on the ground in a sleeping bag, or you set up a tarp with a ridge line, anything like that. Yeah, you know about runoff. Yeah, if there's any kind of elevation, all the rainwater runs right on top of you. Well, you can use one of these to dig you just a little light trench around your tent, your bug out bag, or your sleeping bag, or anything like that, and divert the water away from you. There's a million uses for them. She gone. Another thing, this is the last thing on the table. And no, it's not Altoids. Hoses are about dead. That's what's in the Altoids. This is called Fix and Wax. Brother Mickey at Hillbilly Ridge Outdoors makes this. Y'all need to check his channel. He's got all kind of instructional videos and stuff on this stuff and other things. He gave me several of them, and my wife took 2 of them over, and she used it as a real light You know, to live on a backcountry podunk road, it never gets any daggum traffic. I have gotten so many traffics today. This stuff is multi-purpose. You use it on leather. You can polish up knife blades and knife handles with it, axes, all kinds of stuff. It protects, keeps it from rusting. It's good stuff. But you know what my wife uses it for? It's chapstick. And she swears it's better than Blistex or chapstick. And she goes through a lot of both of it. So this stuff might be quite handy. Mickey sent some other things too, but I can't talk about everything that I've got to put in here, or this already a long video would take forever. Speaking of which, this video is going to be cut down in editing, but so far I have like 5 hours involved in filming it. Yeah. Yep. Lord, I don't know how I'm going to zip this up. Speaking of shipping, I'm sorry, but this is going to have to be in the lower 48 United States only. Sorry about that. All right, y'all, that's it. That's the complete bug out bag. Now let's go over the way you enter to win this one more time. Okie dokie? Yeah. All right, once again, I'd like to thank all the people that contributed to this. I greatly appreciate it. This ended up being a whole lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. A lot more time consuming. Yep. All right. Y'all listen closely. If you would like to enter to win this bug out bag, you go to the description in this video, and every channel that donated to this bag will be listed in that description. For every channel you go to and find their video titled Bug Out Bag Giveaway, you subscribe, like, and comment on that video. You will get one entry into the drawing. If you go to every channel listed in the description below, there's not that many. Go to every channel listed below and you comment on that channel's Bug Out Bag Giveaway short. It's a short. Then you will receive an entry. Your name will be written down and put into the drawing on every single channel. So if you do one, I'm going to go to this one, and you subscribe, like, and comment on that one. Don't do any others. You'll get one entry. If you subscribe to all of them, I think there's 8 channels, you'll get 8 entries. Your name will be in the drawing 8 times. It's that easy, okay? So make sure you look in the description, and I will have all those channels linked down there. You just click on them, find their Bug Out Bag Giveaway short, subscribe, like, and comment on each one. Easy peasy. If you are one of the channels who made a donation to this bag, you need to make a short in the next day or two, because Friday of this week, Friday coming up, the 25th, I will be ending the count, okay? It's going to take a while to go through all these channels and get everybody's names that does this. And I'm going to do it, and I'm going to have my daughter do it too, so we can compare and make sure we get the same people. Because we don't want anybody that follows the rules to get left out. And that's our fail-safe. If you contributed to this bag and you don't make the short for people to go find, to comment, like, and subscribe, I don't know what else to tell you. I think this is going to be an awesome and fun giveaway. Next Sunday. Yeah. Got what I was saying. Next Sunday, October 27th. Yeah. I'm going to do a live, which I'm not crazy about, but I'm going to do it. And in that live, we're going to have several topics to talk about. Pretty interesting stuff. And we're going to have a live drawing. Yep. May the best man or woman win. You know, if I was you, I'd subscribe, like, and comment on every channel that's listed in the description. Go to their channel. Now, once again, I know most of y'all get this, but in case there's someone who's still a little vague, go to every channel that's listed in the description. Find their short that is labeled Bug Out Bag Giveaway. Okay? Subscribe, like, and comment on their channel. All right? And for every like, subscribe, and comment you do for all these channels, you will get additional entries into the drawing. And I hope everybody has fun. This has been fun. It's kind of been a little bit more to it than you probably think there was. But anyway, it's been fun. But I'm hoping it's something to help, you know. There's people in the hunting community and outdoors community and the knife community, and there's some pew guys and all that's been involved in this. It's just been kind of a way to introduce everybody and people with smaller channels. You know, I mean, if you got 500, less than 1,000 subscribers, it's a way to get them some more subscribers and introduce people to their content. And trust me, I've watched every one of the channels that are listed below, and they all have bingo wonderful content. Good luck to y'all, and I'll see you next Sunday live right here from Hunting for Hookers Worldwide headquarters. Yeah, till I talk to y'all again. Hope you have a great day, night, week, whenever you're watching this. Peace and God bless.